Hello, my name is Ian, and without Lauren here, I had to make sure that mic was turned on. But yes, I think it is, so give us a thumbs up on the chat if you're here. Thanks for joining. This is Bars and Bells, and this is Press and Plié. I have my bodyweight bar or chair apparatus at your side, kettlebell or dumbbell, or just your body weight, and we'll press with a kettlebell for strength, mobilize at the bar for those hips, and we will start with a feet warm-up, so slide on over and grab that balance aid. With your feet in that parallel position, standing tall, open those toes. Then pull a heel off to get towards that demi point or the lunge foot, and for 5 seconds, just stand super tall on your standing leg with a butt cheek squeeze. Then press the hips forward to extend the knee. Repeat, feel the pull off the other side there. Find middle for this drill. Extend and commit to squeezing and straightening that standing leg. Then push the hips forward to return the heel to the floor. Repeating again, ball of foot. This time we'll go to that toe tip, squeeze your standing leg butt cheek, build that awareness for hips level. Then articulate to the demi point and push the hips through, finishing tall. Repeat the other side, ball of foot. Toe point as allowed, cramp the standing leg, pull up those kneecaps, and then to the ball of foot demi, extend the hip through. Last one for here, ball of foot. Then towards that toe tip, and casually roll over and push back. 2 or 3, build that tension, build the strength, but respect that cramp monster. Get to the demi point like I am here, and then extend those hips through. Again, we feel that pull. Cramp this leg, point the toe, flex over as allowed, little bit of suppleness on those toes, and a whole lot of strength on the standing leg. Back to the demi, extend the hips through. Let's go knees over toes, ribs over hips, and extend through. Cramp those glutes and find a nice tall balance there. Maybe check around the room. Close your eyes. Ooh, it's always a challenge. And then own the down phase there, nice and slow. Let's just shake that out. Take a quick break off the low body, come up to that upper body, and we'll start with light series of port de bras arms here. Start with the arms in the preparation position and just a low effort shrug up and a low effort down. Round the shoulders forward, and then just pull them together, but maintain the spread. Then reach the arms to that first position out front, and repeat. Elevate the shoulders, and pull down, round forward, and then retract. Open to those second position arms, and repeat. The shoulder blades in this case are sliding up, and now down along the rib cage. Round forward, slide glide, finish retract, and then arms to that fifth position, overhead. Oh, I'm too tall today. And elevate the shoulders yet again, and then pull down, and then round forward, and retract, and then just look at the side maybe, reach long, and just feel those arms come right back down. Add a little bit of a shake. We'll be pressing that kettlebell today, so make sure that those shoulders feel safe with those overhead ranges. We'll check in with that just a little bit later. Until then, let's just go right to that bar and perform our hip circle or the leg bar variation. Feet could be in parallel. We like to turn them out to that first position. So with a hand on the bar, tendu or point to the front, but then we'll karate or modern dance that foot, and then internally rotate the hip, externally rotate the hips, kneecaps out, and repeat one more time in and one more time out, and then point the foot, and then reach it to the side. And do our same dorsiflexion, and then turn in, hips forward, hips level, turn out. Repeat one more in and an out, but then one more internal rotation, point the foot, and then just pull in nice and tall. Let's just repeat that same thing on the other side. Use your balance aid, and then press the foot to the front. Then do the karate foot style. Now maintain that turn out. Hips forward, particularly as we internally rotate on the other hip. And again and out. Let's go one more in, but finish with that turn out and a point. Midnight on my left side, towards that 9 o'clock, out at the left hand here. And again, dorsiflex, turn in, feel the work, feel the cramp, build stability to promote the mobility of this leg over here. I'm turned in. Let's do one more of each, a turn out, a turn in, we'll point and grow nice and tall underneath. Let's come back to a toe balance here again. perhaps you've moved away from the bar, or grab on for a little bit of support and squeeze the butt cheeks, pull up the kneecaps, wear those ribs over the hips, tiptoe if you need to balance, and control the down with the safest, straightest knees as possible. And then enjoy a nice little shake and wiggle. Might we use our toe squat here, utilizing that nice toe squat variation to get to the floor. And we'll just hold that kettlebell in the firing range position, which would look like this if I was on my back. So come on down in our toe squat, and we'll just play with that load, build some awareness of the kettlebell, and then we'll start to press. Knees towards over those toes. Push the hips through. Commit to, again, a glute squeeze and really feel the ground with the toes. Then knees over toes again. This time peel up the heels, allowing ourselves to get just a little bit lower. And then with the hands or without, we'll go knees to the floor. Extend the hips through, and then we'll call this the kettlebell cuddle. I'll take my right hand here, and I'll grab that kettlebell with a nice firm grip. And then getting on my sideline, encouraging you to do the same. We'll pack our shoulder, take a breath, and with two hands, roll to our backside, and hop. Use our core tension to press up. Maintain the two hands on the bell if this is a new exercise for you, or build that strength, stamina as we take away the off arm and just maintain this hold for time under tension. Grip the bell, nice neutral wrist in the sense of a straight line through the forearm. Our elbows are straight, our shoulder blades are as flush to the floor as we can possibly have. And in a couple seconds, we'll bend the other knee maybe, take the two hands on the kettlebell, and then just pull it down to your side, and then return it to the cuddle position. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So turn around the kettlebell, be careful that we don't hit the head on the kettlebell, and repeating our cuddle with a nice firm grip. Our shoulder blades are already pulling down to our hips, and we'll roll to our backside. Use that core brace tension to press. Either leg is appropriate. I do like my off leg being bent. And again, keep the hand nearby or confidently take it away. Pack the shoulder, straighten the elbow, point those knuckles to the sky. Nice strong wrist. Press through the pinky side of the hand if you can. Avoid excessive tension on the thumb and really aim to grip with that pinky or ulnar side of the hand. We'll hold this for just a couple more seconds. And then again, the two hands on, you could bend both knees or keep a leg straight, but return it to the floor and then back to the cuddle. We'll be pressing today and hopefully exploring some of those unique presses, including that Z press in our middle split. Sit tall, practice that middle split. Often we would suggest that we grab something heavy out front to maintain the cow shape in the hips. If, while we're sitting here, we kind of replicate that sitting dumping shape, let's make sure that before we add a kettlebell press to this movement, we can maintain that nice strong core by tipping the hips like a cow or to the back. So it allows us to sit on those sit bones. So stay in that position with that outrigger out front, or sit nice and tall and just move that rib cage a little bit. Breathe into that. Have the freedom to do a little bit of everything around the world, maybe. Slide to side, crunch down. But most importantly, let's practice the extension or that length. So we'll come back to this position again, perhaps with that kettlebell, but just even a body weight variation could be a nice strong core move for you as we explore our practice today. So let's somehow get up with no hands. I love this sit right here. Mermaids, merpersons, it's very challenging to roll over that front shin bone, so be careful, but use your butt, back cheek here, extend the hip through, transfer weight to that side, sweep a leg around, and then maybe enjoy a nice little step through lunge. Let's use that kettlebell one more time, just practicing in our low holds position, then a quick rack. So stand right over top of that kettlebell, implement our hip hinge, preload, lift, and adjust your stance. Keep the kettlebell at your side. Gravity wants to take that kettlebell to the earth, so recruiting through the core will stabilize, brace your core, squeeze your bum, and root your feet. Breathe. Make sure you feel safe and strong with this load, and then open your hinge, return to the floor, come up barehanded, and we'll repeat on the other side. It's a hip hinge first, a single hand grip, or that firing range grip as well, and to the top and adjust your stance. Slight elevation or shrug in the shoulder and slight flexion away from that load, most likely. Avoid overcorrecting, but find the middle, balance it out, and squeeze your glutes. They're part of the core too, and root your tension into the ground through the feet. Let's return to our hinge and back to the floor. Come up barehanded. The rack position for our press we explore most in our kettlebell practice, so maybe review some basics videos or pack your shoulders, assemble your hands in this imaginary rack position, and shrug your shoulders. But for the rest of today, we will not shrug our shoulders as you pull down, and take your time as you press those arms towards your safe overhead. Can we achieve the hollow shape of the body, keeping the rib cage down? Nice elbows in line with our ears, nice full extension of those elbows with those triceps, and then groove a pull back down to your rack position, and then slowly extend the elbow and shake. Body weight can be a great exercise for people, so don't shortchange the value of grooving it with your body weight, but I do hope to explore our presses here with a bell in just a second. But until then, let's go back to the bar. We haven't even done a plie yet. It's called presses and pliés, so let's get a first set of plie here. Feet in the first position, and we can prepare the arm the way we know how and assemble at the side. It's first our plie. We'll do our tendu here, just a full stretch and close. Repeat to the side, plie, tendu, stretch and close. To the back, plie first, reach straight, full extension, close. To the side one more time, plie, and stretch to close. Repeating again, but incorporating the arm. Arm overhead with the leg out front, up, close, arm side. Plie, out to the side, full extend, arm close front. Plie, reach out the back, nice arabesque shape, and close, arm second. And a plie, a reach, a full straight, close the arm to first, or mimicking that shape of the rib cage in the front, and then balance in that nice coup de pied position. A flat foot, level hips, eyes forward, chest stacked over top of those ribs, and then open the arm to the side. Repeat a plie and a nice tall épaume face to finish. When we do on one side, we like to do on the other. So pliés with our tendu, out to the side with the arm, preparing, voila. A plie, a stretch, tall and close. To the side, full stretch, tall, touch heels. Plie, straight to the back, full stretch and close. To the side with a stretch, tall and close. Arm overhead, plie, reach, stretch, arm side. Plie, stretch, nice and tall, arm front. A plie, straight back, nice and tall, arm side, and plie, side, tall, drag in, tandem with the arm to close in that first position, and hold. I practice this position because it's simple and awesome, and it really helps our pirouettes, or at least I'm told. They're still very tough, but we'll close, and we'll go plie, and just a nice tall pose, and a shake. Presses, check. Plie is right there. So here we are now at that press. I have a load today that I'm very confident I can do for 5 repetitions in each of the positions we'll explore. That'll be standing first, kneeling second, and then lastly in that Z position on the floor. So let's get up to 5 repetitions of a press here. Choose your numbers, and remember the bodyweight groove could be a great one too. So here we go. I'm gonna hike it, clean it, and press 1. Breath in, hop. 2, and 3, using flat full tension strategy. There's 4, and 1 more. 5. Return to that rack position, and return out front. Make any adjustments you need. If it's the bell handles, the bell size and weight, or even just the mat it's resting on. Be specific, and we'll do it again on the other side for 5. Breathe in, close, 1, and up, 2, and 3. Breath in, down, high tension up, and this is our 5. 5, and then rack, and then return to the floor, add our nice little shake. Let's return to the plie and the tendu, but we'll transfer some weight here. Prepare the arm and just keep it out to the side for the entirety of this drill, or on the hip. A plie, a tendu, land toe ball heel. Now push off the back leg, and then bring the knee to the side. And then reach to the back, toe ball heel, tendu to the front, and extend the hips, returning to first. Same thing to the side. A plie, a tendu. I'll push to the bar to go away from the bar. Can we finish at that coup de pied position? And then reach, accept the floor, toe ball heel, push, close first. To the back, tendu, point front, knee side, reach front, toe ball heel, tendu to the back, close first. Last one to the side, tendu, push to the bar to move away, hold a quick balance at the coup de pied, point, toe ball heel, and close first. Then return to that coup de pied position with the arm in first, and with a hand on the bar, or without, stiff legs of course, knee side of course, hold that demi position, little releve balance there, and then arm to the side, finish, a nice strong plie. Sound effects are optional, but awesome fun too. Just finish, nice and tall. And then shake it out. Always allow your opportunities to wiggle. Be strict in the moves, very mindful of those, and also just have the freedom to wiggle around as well. Repeat, the arm does its thing to prepare. And it's a plie and a tendu. And point out the back, but quick, knee to the side. And then to the back. Front, close first. A plie, a tendu, point, assemble in that ankle position, point, push away, close first. A plie, reach back, push front, knee side, to the front, tendu back, close first. Last time to the side, and reach, and arrive, nice and tall, and push, and close that ankle balance here. Flat feet rather, are great, and challenge yourself on that demi-point rise, and visualize success in whatever movement you think is next here. In my case, it's my pirouette. Then arm side, return to the plie, finish tall, and shake. By no means is that easy. By no means are the presses easy either. Standing tall could be a little bit easier than a lunge position. So if you felt safe and strong and you had more repetitions from standing, let's try this in a lunge. I'll have to bring my kettlebell a little forward, and then be patient and take your time as we drop down to our lunge. If the lunge hips are mimicking something like this, again, maybe that exercise needs a little bit more of the basics, and build awareness to keep the hips level and strong. And if we're here, let's press it for up to 5 reps. I can hinge, try to preload, and with 2 hands, I'll bring it up to the rack. And full body tension, 1. Breath in. 2. Breath in. 3. And 4. And what about the butt cheeks? They're squeezing too. There's 5. Pull it in. Return it to the floor, catch your breath. Let out that big sigh, lets you know everything's okay, but it was also a lot of work to do it. And reward yourself with that opportunity to just shake. Check, are the hips hiked? Keep building awareness for that. And then here, and we hinge, and we press. 1, 2, and 3. There's our 4. And one more time. 5. Rack it to the floor. Take your time. Come on up and enjoy the shake. Something quick. For that, I like to be away from the bar. Challenge yourself appropriately. We worked on the tendu, which is along the floor. Dégagé is just off. Let's make sure those kettlebells are out of the way, because it would hurt if you hit it with your feet. But we'll do our 8-8-4-4-2-2 dégagés, nice and quick, and then repeating 2s, 4s, and 8s all the way back up. Arms could be down low here or here, hardest out to the side. We'll go on the and to the right for 8 repetitions. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 8 on the other side. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 8. Now 4 of them, and 4 of them again. Now 2 of them, and 2 of them. We'll pause, we'll start with the left for 2, 2, and 2. Now 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now 8 of these. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and close. Now 8, 7, 6, stay tall. 3, 2, and close. Something quick, followed by something nice and slow. So we'll start with our feet in that first position, prepare the arm, and get ready for a rond de jambe. We'll do this on a plie first. So plie, reach to the front, out to the side with a full stretch. Repeat plie as we travel through that first position, and then out to the side and a stretch. Now 2 on a straight leg through, reach back to the front, reach back, and then pull up to a passe position in the back, and maybe even that arabesque attitude. But then return the leg out straight to the back, and then return to the front. And we'll plie as you go through the gateway there, and then stretch out the front. We'll repeat one more time, plie, and then out to the front. 2 on a leg, check. Then 1 more, and then pull to that knee position, and perhaps that attitude front. Return that arm side, or back into that first, and hold our flat-footed passe position. Hips level, toes down, knees side, and then pull down, finish again with a little plie and a stretch. One more time, rond de jambe on the other side. Out to the side with the arm, to the front and side. A plie with that leg out front, stretch the knees together and close. Plie out front, full stretch, close first. Now front on a straight leg for 1, follow with 1 more, to the side and back. And then pull up to that back passe, excuse me, whoa, it happens, back passe, and again perhaps that arabesque arm with that attitude leg style out the back. Then straighten the leg, tap down, and reach from back to side to front. And then we'll plie and reach out back and to the front. And plie, back, leg to the front, and repeat 2 on a straight leg. The toes lead forward, but the heel leads us back there. Toes forward and heel back. 1 more time and we'll finish in the front. And then from that front position, can we just pick up to our passe, try a quick attitude, arm outside, on the hip, or even overhead. And then hold a passe position for a little longer then, arms in that first position. And toes are down, knees are side, hips are forward, and then return through that plie with our tall stretch. Down to the floor, or just repeat some of those kettlebell holds, including the suitcase carry. Build your grip strength, build your relationship with that kettlebell. But here we go, if you're with us for that Z press on the floor. Perhaps let's use that toe squat down. Knees over toes, heels lift just a little bit to get us lower, knees touch, hips extend, make it up from there to get into your tall Z stance. Up to 5 repetitions each side. Tomorrow, I know I feel this in an amazing way on these obliques. So enhance your core strength with a version of the press like this. Let's take a breath. Up to 5. That's 1. And 2. 3, feeling strong. 2 more. 1 last time. Nice. And then return it to the floor. Hip flexors get a little crampy there too. Driving into the floor, feel that nice tension, and repeat 1 last time. Hinge and press. 1 and 2, 3. Don't forget that tension strategy. And last 1 Chip. Whew. Maybe you can tell I'm right-handed there. A little bit harder on that side. But let's get up now and just anyhow you can, maybe just come back to that toe squat. And from there, I will have my toes tucked. I'll push myself back to a toe balance. And then as a drill here, nice and fun, can we stand nice and tall on those toes, ribs over hips, and again, perhaps encourage any other arm shape there to just have some fun with your moves. Going back to the bar. Hope to do one more set of that, so don't go too far. But back on the bar, we'll be working on that fondue exercise where the knees bend and straighten together. We'll start in our first position, preparing the arm the same way, but we'll use the arm in those different ways again the second time through. Coup de pied on a knee bend, full stretch out front. Coup de pied knee bend, full stretch to the side, to the back with a full stretch, repeat to the side, also full stretch. Now arm overhead with a leg out front, arm to the side with a leg outside, arm front with a leg to the back, and then arm side, leg side. Let's pull up into a fifth position, close the arm to that first position, and then on that releve balance, find that passe position and focus on a spot in the distance and hold for your piqué, for your pirouette, or just for the pure joy of doing something so simple, oh my goodness, and so hard, and finish way more cleanly than I did there. So I'm going to try to finish that a little bit more focused on the other side. Fondues, knees bend and straighten together. 2 rounds through, incorporating the arm on the second one. Ankle coup de pied balance, full stretch. Make a diamond and straighten out. Find the back ankle coup de pied, pull up those kneecaps, legs straight. Ankle to the side, last one. Now arm overhead and a full stretch. Arm to the side, full stretch. Arm front with the leg back, and arm side with the leg side. Then pull up again to that fifth position on releves there, and then pull up further, and perhaps just start or stay at the demi point, or climb if we're allowed to, and breathe. And then arm side, finish in the plie again, and a nice tall stretch. One more set of presses. High in the standing position, medium in the lunge, or low. Your call. Any takers? Okay, I think I might hear a Z1 from the floor. So again, grip a bell, firing range, anyhow that works. Let's go one last set of presses from the floor. Toe squat down or any way that works for you again. Lift the heels to help yourself get lower. And with the hands or a hand out to the side, knees touch, hips extend through, assemble in that Z stance. And because it was harder the last time, I'm gonna do my left side first. Shoulders are doing a lot of work, but so are those abs. So maybe recharging that side first will help me finish nice and strong. Here I go. We're going for 5 in the rack. And 1. And 2. 3. 4. One more time. And that's it. To the ground. How was your first set? How's your last set going? Honestly, my first set was the hardest, felt the heaviest. I was actually wondering if I had the wrong weight. But then, when you get used to it, your body responds and says, let's do it again. If your body is saying, let's do it again for the last time, that's 1 press. And 2. 3. 4. One more time. 5. Awesome. And then return it. Come up how it works for you. I did that mermaid sit the last time. I think I was on that side. So I always try to bring some balance, figure it out. And from here, I have a pointed toe. And I'm using that back butt cheek to extend my hips. Then I'm transferring weight over to that left side, sweeping through, coming on up, and then shaking it out. Because we're done with that kettlebell, I'll move it out to the back again so it's out of the way. And if you have a little bit of space, I'd like to finish today's practice with one little movement clock or movement transfer here that replicates some of those favorite moves that we do in our barre practice here. So, arms where you wish. For this, I do like to maybe just have them on my hips. From this position, tendu out to the side, and then toe ball heel on the land. Let's pull ourselves a certain way, so we're single leg plie with that tendu shape out to the side. And could you take a couple seconds and just lift that leg, and then toe ball heel. Stay approximately the same height as we can as we push and pull ourselves to the other side. Then from here, with 100% of the weight on that single leg, can we open the other leg to the side? And then land toe ball heel, feel a pull energy, and then complement it with a push to the other side. Lift, maintain that turnout, and then fully stretch your standing leg knee. You might have to lose that amplitude, but try to keep it up. And then a knee bend, accept the floor toe ball heel, feel the pull, the push, the stacking, and the holding. And then a knee over toe again, and a toe ball heel pull to push. Whoa, it was going so well until then. And then from that position, we'll straighten out, and then perhaps again, finding that demi-point rise down low, and then a slow descent, the knee bend, a pull effort, to a push, to a straight stack, and then again from there, just a little demi-point rise there, balls of feet, level hips, slow down, knee bend, pull middle, finish tall, toe ball heel in, and shake it out. Often our last movement of the day is that port de bras rib roll, so let's just do that here today, standing nice and tall in the middle. Feet in either that first or that nice strong second position, and hands across the body. We're doing figure 8 rib rolls here as we take our shoulder blades into retraction and do a gentle chin tuck. Then a flexing or a rounding shape forward. Keep the hips forward, but rotate to the right. Now I'll dip to a back corner, lift up and over until my chin, my sternum line up with my belly button. And then with a chin tuck, I'll return straight down the middle. Hips stay forward, this time rotate left. Up and over the back corner, to the middle, and then pull back down, ribs onto those hips. Then keep taut on the abs, but lift up and over, and then we'll rotate to the right side one last time. Side bend to the back corner, circle shape to the front, and again, engage those abdominals to climb up and lift up through the clavicle. And then again, a rotation, hips forward, gentle side bend, and a circle shape to the front. Pull down, lift up, and shake it out. How do you feel after a workout with bars and bells? We know that we feel pretty good. We really hope that you feel the same. We feel strong because of the bell, in control because of the bar, and together, we do like doing it together, even if Lauren isn't here today. But we'll be back in our studio live on YouTube, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, where we'll do more bodyweight work, some hands, wrist mobility, some hamstrings and some crawls, and ultimately the handstand skill. So thank you very much for joining me here today. Please check out our Patreon or our website, subscribe to our newsletter, or reach out to us. We like hearing from our students and participants here and appreciate you tuning in live or in the archive. Until the next time, my name is Ian. This is Bars and Bells. Take care, stay strong, and let's train soon. Have a good day. Bye.